Hi everybody, I'm Kenda and I am an expat living in Cabo San Lucas. I can't believe that I moved to Cabo almost 4 years ago. It's been 3.5, almost 4 years now, and I left Atlanta, Georgia and moved to Cabo with my adorable husband, and we have had the best time. We love living here. But one of the things that I remember when we were getting ready to leave, we had sold our house and we were moving into an apartment, and it was one of the last days before we left the apartment to head to the airport. And I remember sitting out on the deck and thinking, what am I going to miss about Georgia? And I had a couple of things. Number one, I knew I was going to miss home goods. Not going to lie, I love home goods. But I think the thing that specifically about Georgia I realized I was going to miss the most was the green. You know, in Georgia we have green trees, green grass, green mountains, green everything is green there. And Cabo most of the year is a desert, and it's brown. It's beautiful. I love it. There are patches of green. But in Cabo, we don't really get the green Georgia overload like we get in Georgia. So we bought our first house here and it didn't have a yard, but when we came back and bought our second home here, I knew one of the things I wanted was a yard. And we got this beautiful, great yard in this house. We love this house. But you know, Cabo is a desert, and a lot of people don't realize that Cabo is a legit desert. It is desert meets ocean meets mountains. And one of the problems that Cabo has is a lot of people are struggling with water supply. And so we had this yard that we were watering multiple times a day, and we started kind of feeling a little bit like maybe that wasn't the right thing to be doing. So we tried to trim down the amount that we were watering because, you know, parts of Cabo really don't have enough water. The infrastructure has grown so quickly that a lot of places don't have water throughout the day. So we started cutting back a little bit, and then we went on this great vacation to Puerto Vallarta, also quite green. Reminded me a lot of Georgia. And we came back home to Cabo and our yard was completely dead. It was dead. We don't know what happened, but in the span of 1 week, we went from having a little patch of like something right here that was brown and kind of dying to completely dead yard. So it was devastating for my husband. He loves the yard, and I really was very sad because I was missing the green. So we had the option to put more sod down to try to ride it out until next season, or to just go ahead and put down astroturf. And we decided, obviously, as you can see, to put down the astroturf. We love it so much. We did struggle a little bit with, well, I struggled a little bit with the idea that it's plastic. It looks and feels like grass, but it's still plastic, and I always try to be very conscientious about the environment. So that kind of, is this okay to be putting this much plastic down? But we thought about it, I thought about it, and we talked about it, and you know, we're also saving on water and from having to mow the fumes and the chemicals in the air, so whatever. So I guess I'm justifying it, and we now decided to get the turf. It took about a week for us to get the turf put in. So what they did was they came in the first day and dug up all of the dead grass, hauled it off, which was nice. Then the second and third days, they took a lot of the dirt. They just kept taking buckets and buckets and buckets of grass roots, I guess, is what they were doing to make sure that the grass wouldn't grow. And then the fourth day, they brought in a different kind of soil, a drier soil. It had some rocks in it, which concerned me a little bit because I didn't want a bumpy turf. I wanted it to look smooth. But they came in the second to the last day and did this compacting of the dirt and the rocks. And so